I always looked job as vanvas. 14 years. I will not work beyond 14 years. When I left my job, it was 13 years and 11 months.
So you really manifested it.
I
and वो हो
manifested
गया.
it, yes. When this concept of fire came into place, I said, no, not fire, it is file.
So what's your framework to select like mutual funds? You're from this industry.
Yeah.
So any tips for retail investors?
I started my career by selling newspaper subscriptions. When I left my job in year 2011, my CTC was around odd lakhs. My idea of choosing debt fund, I look at as SLR. If inflation is 7% and my return is 12, I should be happy.
Could you talk more about how to move your debt component into equity through STPs? Not a lot of people know about that.
50 would be the new retirement age.
Yeah.
And that's the
Very
reason you need to
possible.
talk about financial freedom. ये बहुत बड़ी गलतफहमी है that this is men's world. No, it is not the case. In fact, women tend to be better investors than men. Philosophy of my life is चाह मिटी चिंता मिटी मनवा बेपरवाह कि मेरे desire अभी कुछ नहीं है. I can live my life the way I wish to. I believe that उस जगह का रास्ता ही नहीं पूछना जहाँ मुझे जाना है.
Hi Vinayak, from something that was taught early in our life, you know, those dohas of Kabir and Rahim, and applying it to investing.
Yeah.
I think that was super interesting, and I always wanted to speak with you. Apart from being financially free, right? I think what you're doing today, inspiring millions of people and helping them see through the money mindset, it's amazing. So I think let's get started right away,
Sure.
and let's start with what inspired you to do this.
The thing is, I have spent decent amount of time in financial services. I used to work with mutual fund companies, and one fine day I was listening to Kabir's Amrit Vani CD, and that's where I realized that if the message which is given by our saints, which talk about how to conduct ourselves in life, to a great extent, I could relate to investing life also. Because I strongly believe that you make money or lose money largely not because of the product you choose, but because of your temperament.
Very interesting. So, in your personal journey, right from your early career to today, there was a phase you were earning, then you achieved financial independence, and then you're still working. How has your money mindset changed across this whole journey?
I started my career by selling newspaper subscriptions. So I used to do door-to-door selling. And मेरे दिमाग में हमेशा एक चीज थी that I always looked job as vanvas.
Okay.
That 14 साल का वनवास है. 14 years. I will not work beyond 14 years.
Okay.
And as they say that आपकी कायनात जो है वो पीछे आपके कंस्पायर करती है. And when I left my job, it was 13 years and 11 months.
Oh wow. So you really manifested it.
I
and वो हो गया.
manifested it, yes. And it happened. But first 3 years were full of struggle. So I started working in 96. As a trainee, I started working. And then, so during those days, I used to get stipend of 4,000 rupees. Then in 1998, I left my job, picked up a new job, but lost the job eventually for a year or so. In year 2000, I joined mutual fund industry, and that's where my salary, I guess, was around 8,000 rupees. In Mumbai, when I shifted in 2003, by that time, my salary was around 15,000 per month. After coming to Mumbai, then the salary kept on increasing with a rapid pace, and the incentives were very high. In 2006, December, the major change happened when I got 100% jump in my salary.
Okay.
And the incentives were also very good. And when I left my job in year 2011, I think my CTC was around, including my incentive, was around 50 odd lakhs.
Okay.
And in the last year, that is when I was leaving the job. So in previous year, I got retention bonus as well. What has also happened during that period, that with every increase in the salary, I kept on increasing my investments aggressively.
Yeah.
And in 2011, that corpus, whatever I had created, gave me the confidence that now I can call it a quit.
Okay.
And would like to do what I want to do. So that kind of happened. And in 2015, I kind of curated this idea of Dohanomics. Over a period of time, I have curated many training programs for advisors and for investors, the sessions for
Right.
investors as well.
So you spoke about how with every increment you were increasing your SIPs as well. Was SIP, or basically mutual fund, the only instrument that you were using, or how did your portfolio allocation look like?
I think till 2014-15, it was only mutual fund,
Okay, 100%.
100% mutual fund, because that's the only thing I knew.
Hmm.
And secondly, I believe that उस जगह का रास्ता ही नहीं पूछना जहाँ मुझे जाना है नहीं. So, and ultimately, what kind of return you will generate? 12, 13, 14, 15%.
Hmm.
If inflation is 7% and my return is 12, I should be happy,
Hmm. Got it.
right? And since I was an aggressive investor, large portion of my investment was in equity.
Okay.
So that was tax efficient as well,
fair.
right?
Fair. So how much was equity? How much was debt?
So when I left the job, I did the rebalancing,
Okay.
because
How was it before and after? Like,
before that it was, I think, 85% equity, 10-15% debt. I have
Okay.
never believed in FDs.
okay. So what's your framework to select like mutual funds? You're from this industry.
Yeah.
So any tips for retail investors?
My idea of choosing a fund manager is his track record, his consistency. So instead of looking at point to point returns, I look at rolling return and I look at 5 years performance
Okay.
mostly, unless it is a hybrid fund or conservative hybrid fund. Otherwise, for equity fund, it is 5 years.
Okay.
So, for example, if you define the band of say 0 to 8% number of times, percentage of time the fund has been in 0 to 8%, and from 8 to 12, 12 to 15, 15 to 20, and so on. If the fund in 0 to 8 is in double digit, higher double digit, and in 20 plus is also the numbers are high, it means the fund is very volatile, right? What you are looking at is anywhere between 10 to 15% kind of. So if you are in first and second quartile most of the time, even if you are in second quartile most of the time, as an investor, I should be happy.
Got it.
Okay. And now this is about the return, but if my why is clear, that why I am investing, if my why is clear, so that why throws the number that how much return needs to be generated. So if my fund is delivering say 13% return, and the market or the superstar of the market has given much more return than that, I should not be bothered. As an investor, I need to focus on my goals rather than what is happening in the market.
Yeah.
So कहा कामरी पामड़ी जाड़ गए से काज, वो
Yeah.
10,000 वाला कंबल मैंने ओढ़ा है कि मैंने 1,000 रुपए वाला ओढ़ा है, ठंड जा रही है ना, तो it is fine.
Got it. So, as you were talking about equity mutual funds, debt funds, maybe do you have a framework of selecting, the correct debt that you should take?
So my idea of choosing a debt fund, I look at as SLR in that particular order, which is safety, liquidity, and then return. So since this is for short to medium term requirement, so it means what? कि वो जो रिक्वायरमेंट है वो तो आनी तय है. आपको 2 साल बाद बच्चे को पढ़ाई के लिए भेजना है तो भेजना है. यू कांट से कि अच्छा मार्केट अच्छा होगा तो भेजो.
Yeah.
तो सेफ्टी, लिक्विडिटी, रिटर्न के हिसाब से अगर आप देखो, मेरा पोर्टफोलियो जो मैं डेट में इन्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, तो कितना परसेंटेज मेरा ट्रिपल ए में है, कितना डबल ए में, तो वो सेफ्टी हो जाती है. जितना ज्यादा ट्रिपल ए होएगा, गिल्ट होएगा तो बहुत ज्यादा लिक्विड होएगा, है ना. तो सेफ्टी है, लिक्विडिटी, एंड देन इट कम्स टू रिटर्न. तो कंपार्टमेंटलाइज करेंगे लिक्विड एंड अल्ट्रा शॉर्ट and medium term.
So as of today, if you could help our audience on how your portfolio is, right? How much is equity, how much is debt, and equity maybe mutual funds, stocks.
Currently, I am around 82% in equity through stocks and mutual funds.
Okay.
And 17-18% in debt, which eventually will move to equity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a large part will go into equities through systematic transfer plan. STP.
Okay. Could you talk more about how to move your debt component into equity through STPs? Not a lot of people know about that.
So instead of putting a large chunk at one point in time, it's like your SIP only. So you beforehand you decide that how much money every month will move from debt to
Okay.
equity.
So debt
So,
mutual fund to
debt mutual
equity
funds, and
mutual
that too, in my case, it is either liquid fund or say ultra short fund.
Okay.
So I don't take calls on duration or such products or interest rate calls.
Okay. So effectively, it's like SIP, where from your debt fund, money will get deducted on a certain date, and then it will get flow
Yes,
into equity
yes,
mutual fund.
yes.
That's what STP
Yes,
is.
and the beauty of systematic transfer plan is, say for example, if you have 10 lakhs in your ultra short fund, okay, and you're moving 1 lakh every month for the next 10 months, and if there is a big fall in the market, you have some money to deploy. So instead of 1 lakh, you can put 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. So that's the beauty of mutual fund, that it offers so much flexibility to you,
Right.
that you can move the big chunk also.
You have an interesting take on FIRE versus FILE.
Yeah.
Could you talk more on that?
So I have this problem with this term called retirement. For me, retirement is a negative term, because I do this program for financial advisors and mutual fund distributors also across the country. And almost in every session, I ask these advisors that which is the most important planning for an investor. In most of the location, most of the people will say retirement planning. Then I ask them, how many clients you have for retirement planning who are interested, and especially Gen Zs or millennials. Very few raise their hand. उसका कारण यही है कि if you tell a 25-30-year-old guy that I am doing it for retirement, for your retirement, my retirement is तो 30-year-old.
Yeah, imagine नहीं हो पाता.
Imagine नहीं हो पाता है.
True.
दूसरा, वो imagine क्या करता है कि उसको दिखता है कि एक 60 साल का आदमी है जो रिटायरमेंट के बाद दूध लेने के लिए जाता है, अपने ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन को स्कूल बस पे चढ़ाता है. Nobody wants to aspire for this kind of life. So that's where I thought that I need to change, and I told people that instead of talking about retirement, you should talk about financial freedom, because that Gen Z guy who you're talking about his retirement, वो तो सोच रहा है कि I'll leave my job at the age of 40-45, or in today's scenario, even if he wants to work till 60, his company may not want to continue with him, right? And 50 would be the new retirement age.
Yeah.
And that's the
Very
reason you need to
possible.
talk about financial freedom.
Yeah.
Then in the last 2-3 years, when this concept of FIRE came into place, I said, no, not FIRE, it is FILE, which is financial independence, life at ease. So it is not talking about that you will retire. You will do what you want to do. It sounds more positive than retirement.
Yeah. No, I love this term,
Yeah.
FILE. No, fair. And I think final question here, Vinayak, you wrote so much about how we can learn from these Indian books. What is your favorite doha that has been like sort of your financial mantra along the way?
So this has become philosophy of my life. Though I could say that कि ये तो सारे मेरे ही बच्चे हैं, but so it's very cliche. Which is philosophy of my life is चाह मिटी चिंता मिटी मनवा बेपरवाह, कि मेरे desire अभी कुछ नहीं है. So I can live my life the way I wish to. चिंता नहीं है. जिसको कुछ नहीं चाहिए वह असली शहंशाह. जब आप वो स्टेज पे आते हैं, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट आपके एस्पिरेशन नहीं होनी चाहिए, लेकिन ये है दैट यू आर नॉट चेजिंग इट, यू आर नॉट पार्ट ऑफ रैट रेस, देन माय लाइफ बिकम्स वेरी क्लियर दैट ओके, वो क्लैरिटी आना बहुत जरूरी है. वॉरेन बफेट सेज दैट रिस्क इज नॉट नोइंग व्हाट यू आर डूइंग. मॉडर्न कबीर कहता है रिस्क इज नॉट नोइंग व्हाई यू आर डूइंग. अगर आपका क्यों क्लियर नहीं है तो परेशानी है. फिर आप जिंदगी भर वो व्हाट जो आपने किया है ना, कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, इसको आप जस्टिफाई करते रहने की कोशिश करो.
Yeah, so true.
तो the moment your why is clear, automatically you will filter out many things which should not be part of your investment portfolio, or otherwise also in your walk of life as well.
Great. I think this is one of the very few philosophical discussions I have had about money in a long, long time. And thank you so much for sharing your perspective and your deep insights.
Thank you for inviting me, and even I had a fantastic time with you.